if you would like to take your student abroad, they can give you the right companies, the right institution. That's what we did in foreign ministry. My experience, not many Indonesian country brave enough to export because they already feel comfort with the domestic market. But this no longer can be tolerated because with the ASEAN Economic Community, meaning between ASEAN country, 10 ASEAN country, it become one single market. There will be no tariff barrier, even for the services. Once this is established, you as Indonesian professional in IT, you can work in ASEAN country freely and vice versa. What does it mean? It means competition. It is true that you have to be prepared. You don't have to be afraid with this one. Competition is good. Competition challenges you. If you feel afraid of competition, then you are not in this, what you call it, in this area. You're not in this civilized situation right now. Because competition, to compete is a must, right? And to step out of your comfort zone is also a must for anyone. So for instance, if you are a professor or lecturer in this university, you have to be able to want to go outside and teach to other university and bring all the advantage of other institutions back to Indonesia. This is the time. This is not the time to just be comfort, oh, my domestic market is good because we have many students here. So I totally agree with you. This is a tools to bring the local competitive, make it global.
Thank you so much, Ibu. Okay, more questions, please.
My name is Zula Sumiratna Amartiwi. I'm from Telkom University. So my question is that you motivate us to step out from our comfort zone,
Yes.
to study abroad and something like that. Mm-hmm. But from our experience, we already have a student exchange, but the process to do the student exchange is quite hard because like visa is, yeah, it's long. It's about 1 month. We need to process that, and even after we get into the country, we need to process again because the visa is not legal in their country. So we need to pay more. It's like, yeah, and also like to internship. If we want to intern in another country, work permit is so hard. Like one of our friends went to Malaysia to work, but they didn't have work permit, so they have to go back and forth to Indonesia because visit pass is only 1 month, like that. So like the problem is we want to step out from the border, but the way is like not supporting us like that.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Zula. So it is about the technical problems of the process of student exchange, Ibu. Would you please?
Yeah,
respond?
this is always happen with Indonesian student exchange abroad. Yeah, actually, there are many ways to step out from your comfort zone. Yeah. You can also join what we call it ISEC. Ever heard about ISEC? So ISEC, you can just enroll, and they will select you and send you to any country to contribute to the development of that country. for 3-4 months actually. Other thing is, if you want to work outside, of course, one should be followed the regulation. One should not work illegally, that's for sure, because if you work illegally, it become our problem, become the foreign minister problem, right? What we can do right now as a government, we have to make the agreement on education work. For instance, with Indonesia and Malaysia, I think we do have a agreement on education. In this agreement itself, between institutions should make an exchange. Right now, like Telkom also have an agreement with Tarasecenka, but it has not, it's not under the agreement of education between the two countries yet, right? Between the government of Indonesia and between the government of Ukraine. If we do have this agreement, once as a student would like to just make an internship or study abroad, it will be facilitated by this agreement. So you have to find out first which country have this agreement first, and also you have to contact our embassy abroad. What is the rules and regulation if you want work as an internship in the country? I think there are many ways, and the easiest way is to contact the embassy abroad. I know this is a still problem. Even many countries complain to Indonesia because Indonesia did not have student visa. So any foreign student who came to Indonesia to study, they are using a social budaya visa, social cultural visa, not student visa. Just last month, the Ministry of Laws and Immigration issue a decree that they will issue a student visa. So this is one step forward for us, that we can accept student visa right now. And many other countries also doing the same. They can accept student visa. Of course, there is rules and regulation that you have to follow. You cannot just sneak out and then, study there and then just break the rules. That's not the way it is, right?
Actually, like for visa, we already we work together with a partner to do to process the visa. We pay for like some of money, and then they say that this visa already can with this visa you can already enter the country. But when we arrive, we need to get another visa. We need to make another visa. Is that the regular procedure, or?
It depends on the country itself. If you go to Malaysia, they have their own rules and procedure. In Indonesia, of course, also they have our own regulation on the visa, working visa procedure. For instance, you have to be supported by a company in Indonesia, sponsored by a company in Indonesia, and you have to have a working agreement with the company, and you also have to be a very professional one, not just the common staff that can be provided by local. So if you have already agreement with the company, meaning
No, it's for student exchange. We already have LOA.
Letter of acceptance.
Yes,
you already have
yes.
from Malaysia?
Yep.
And then?
Yeah, and then when we arrived there, we were held in the immigration because
Before that, you have to go to the embassy of Malaysia in Jakarta, right, to get the visa.
yeah,
What the Malaysian embassy said about this?
yeah, they said that our visa is not legal. Then we have to process another one.
You have to complain to embassy of Malaysia then. Yeah, because it's cheating. If you already paid the visa
Yes,
student
that's why
and
we
then
don't
they have,
understand.
it's illegal. It's not the way it is. The business of the consular office of the embassy.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry to hear your story, but yeah.
Okay. Oh, very interesting.
But
What is it?
I'm
Interactive.
sorry. You can also lodge a complaint, report it to our embassy in Kuala Lumpur, so they will be blacklisted. The company, yeah. That will not happen to other students. Okay.
Thank you very much for your short insights to us about bringing local competitiveness. Well, actually, ma'am, Indonesia has a specific business industry. What we call it as the most potential one is fashion. For example, business, Muslim fashion business, which has various kinds, various creativity from Indonesia, especially for Muslim business, which will serve and offer any kinds of products for Muslim consumer around the world. Especially for fashion, for example, it has shown and sold out across Middle East, Europe, and also in America. But the condition right now, there is, if I'm not mistaken, that there still happened in terms of intolerant Muslim crisis, especially for example, like in a Western or in another continent, in Europe, for example. According to you, ma'am, is that crisis, especially for Muslim intolerant, will disrupt or bringing a disaster for our fashion industry, that it has a potential for go global, that is representative for Indonesia taste, especially for Muslim creativity. And if it's true, what will be happen in the next year? I mean, what we should prepare as a producer of Muslim fashion, which has a export potential. And if not, but what we also prepare to prepare the next step in a go global market. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's a very good question. Muslim fashion is now booming in Indonesia and gaining recognized also from many countries. I witnessed itself. Your question is regarding the Islamophobia outside Indonesia and other Muslim country. I believe this Islamic phobia is a no-no in any other country, in any country. This is against human rights. Right? Stigmatization is against human rights. So, but what I'm going to say is, of course, like in any other country, there are sane people and insane people. What you have to do is just embrace, become the ambassador of Islamic world, that you are rahmatan lil alamin. Because the one who have Islamic phobia has to be educated, by us. Do not alienate them. That's my answer. If you're afraid of this situation, it will make you stagnant in your business. So you have to be able to overcome your anxiety toward this situation. Of course, in other, even in Indonesia, you see, there are classes, but actually this is not reflecting the whole country. This also happened in France. If you go to France, this is the media who published that Islam was not welcome in France, was not welcome in Germany, but actually that was not the situation. So my suggestion again is, please try to study more about the country, study about their style, about style meaning also, for instance, Ukraine. They are the people of Ukraine, especially the ladies, like, I'm glad that Olga is already not here, very colorful, very bright color, and very, what you call it, very thin material. That's Ukraine. If you bring this material to Japan, it will not be accepted. But in Ukraine, bright color, thin material, very loose, long and loose, they like it very much. So study about the style, study about their fashion there, and make adjustment according to their style. That's how you can enter the market. Okay? That's one thing. The other thing, what is your second question? I forgot.
Your second question?
No? Okay. I
Okay.
think hopefully it's, one is do not afraid with Islamophobia. I live in United States, Turkey, India, and Ukraine. Ukraine is Orthodox, Christian Orthodox countries. They are very religious. Muslim is only 0 point something percent there. But they have a very huge tolerance against any other religion. You see, I'm wearing a hijab all the time when I serve as ambassador there. No other ambassador, even from Morocco or from Islamic country, wearing hijab, if their ambassador is a woman. But I'm coming from Indonesia, I'm wearing hijab there, and they really astonished that Islam in Indonesia, woman Muslimah in Indonesia is already very advanced in many spheres of life. This is also promoting our way of life of Islam in Indonesia. So I also promoting fashion in Ukraine.
Okay.
Memorable experience when you were as the ambassador of Indonesia for Ukraine, wearing your hijab. I mean, what the people talk about your clothes you're wearing like that.
Okay, this is not in Ukraine, but in other country. I was also ambassador for Georgia and Armenia. These two countries also Christian Orthodox. I attended the ceremony of the inauguration ceremony of the president of Armenia and also Georgia. You know, I was seated in the table that's specially prepared for Muslim meal immediately. And when I was invited by Japanese ambassador, Australian ambassador to a dinner at their house, they always prepare special meal for me. They said that this meat bought from halal meat. So I don't have to say anything. They already, admire me and already honor my way of life. So this is something that many people has to know, especially women. If you wear hijab, it's not to show your religion, it's not to show your faith, yeah? It's to protect yourself. It's to protect yourself. It's not to show off.
My question is, if we see maybe people from China maybe, or born in here, but their parents or their family in China, they grow, they have many positive mental, maybe in business. My question, how we build that mental. They grow in many country, but their money back to their country maybe. So when we have fresh graduated from study in foreign countries. When we back to Indonesia, they say we have not accept or it's bad appreciation from Indonesia. So they work in
Other country.
yes, like that. So why that? It's about government. It's about our facility or what? Thank you.
It's a very good question too. Actually, it should begin from you yourself. You have to see profession. Every profession is good profession. Our parents used to say that be a government official. Let's give you protection and everything. But it was wrong. You prove it yourself now, right? So it should begin from yourself. Become any profession, embrace any profession, but be the best. Be distinguished. Be distinctive. Develop your own identity. Develop your additional value of yourself. Then you'll become a professional that needed by anyone, can be used by anyone. For instance, like China, if they are study in Indonesia, they're willing to go back to China. Or if they are having business here, they bring their wealth back to China. This kind of attitude actually should be followed by us, right? Don't be afraid to step out to work anywhere, but love your own country. If you want to say that we did not appreciate foreign graduate, Indonesian foreign graduate, I don't think it's the case. The only case is maybe if you are a medical student, if you study abroad, then